Lemons. They can be used for a number of things. You can slice them up, put them on some fish while you're cooking. You can even squeeze a bunch of them and make them into lemonade. But you know what can turn into a lemon? A GR Corolla. Now, I know it's been a few weeks since I posted on my Instagram that I picked up another rental, and I did say that I would have a video up soon. A few weeks later, we're here. So let's get started with the situation. In August of last year now, I started having this recurring issue with my startups. It wasn't horrible, but it was noticeable, where the startups would take about a second or two. It'd just be like tick, tick, and it would go, and it's like, all right, whatever. Progressively got worse as the as the weeks went by, and I started to get a little bit worried. So I took it in Toyota a couple times from August into September and stuff, and they couldn't really figure anything out. Couldn't replicate the issue at least. And I was like, all right, well, I'll try to do some troubleshooting on my own, because you think, okay, starting issue, you would check the electronics or electrical components, so check the battery. Lo and behold, there is a negative. My negative terminal is completely effed. So I have never touched my battery for anything, but Toyota, when they replaced my clutch back in April-ish, I think it was April, May, they reassembled it wrong. So if you have a GR Corolla and you've touched your battery, your negative lead on your battery at least, you know that there's like this little clamp that you tighten down onto the clamp itself of the terminal lead that will close it and tighten it together. Well, whatever tech was working on it decided to turn it 90 degrees and then fully tighten the nut there. So the negative lead was completely loose. But that was my first clue as to, okay, that might be the issue. It's just not connecting to the post of the battery properly. So take it in Toyota, say, hey man, we need to fix this. So they do replace under warranty because the nut was seized. You could not loosen that thing whatsoever. So they completely replaced the negative terminal lead, and all was good. That did not solve the issue of the starting symptoms. So a couple more months passed by. At this point, it's around like October-ish. This is like the third, fourth time I've taken it in at this point for the startup issue, and nothing. They still couldn't kind of replicate it, because it was kind of off and on. Sometimes it happened at first startup. Most of the time it happened periodically throughout the day after the first startup. Come November, middle-ish of November, I take it in for roughly like the fourth time, and they are finally able to replicate the issue. So they replicate the issue, they look into it for a couple weeks, and lo and behold, they find all three, not just one, all three of my direct injectors were leaking. Okay, so what do? They order them, they replace them, and they still find that there is a loss of fuel pressure in my engine. Not as much as there was initially, but still some. So they give me the car back just to feel it for a couple days and just see if it still does the thing. First it was okay, then it started doing it again, like the same bad amount that it was doing before I took it in November. So I take it back in, and now here I am with another rental. What they think it was, or what they thought it was that there were indications that the port injectors in the car were also leaking. So they put those on order, and what do you know? They're on nationwide back order. Don't know what that's about. Who knows? Parts hard to get, whatever the case is. The port injectors specifically are on nationwide back order. Now, I have had the second rental for 2.5, 3 weeks now, roughly. I think going on almost a month, actually, now. And I called my rep the other day, and they said they have not been able to figure out an issue. I'm assuming they got the parts in. He didn't tell me that yet, but I was asking him, and he's like, we just cannot find out what exactly is wrong. And it has been basically 2 months now without the car. So the last time when I took the car back in the middle of December, I had contacted Toyota. Same process basically that I did with the clutch. Talked to them, was like, hey, I'm looking for a buyback because I am currently paying on a car that I haven't been able to drive in 2 months, and you can't figure out why it doesn't work. So here I am with a lemon. And Toyota they did open 2 cases. The first case was for a buyback, a possible buyback, whatever the case is. They didn't tell me to kick rocks, so I'm assuming they're probably moving along with it. And then the second one being looking into why there's a nationwide back order on those port injectors. Maybe they're shared between vehicles. I don't know. Who knows? That's what's been going on. This is the update video. We are working on a lemon right now, so our lemon case. But this isn't the only issue. Obviously, I've had the clutch, which once again, I am having many people come to me either for assistance in hopefully getting a warranty or a reimbursement for themselves with their clutch issues on their 2023s. Very few 2024s, early 2024s it seems like, and even people that have already gone through that experience with the clutch that are coming to me telling me their experiences and how similar they are. It's pretty crazy. But I've also had the rear motor mount. I'll be making an update video on that because there are some things I want to talk about there, but mine was actually faulty. They did confirm that that was faulty. And I also had my seat rail, my driver's seat rail, like my right one, come loose or like something broke in there. Because whenever I was driving it, it just randomly happened. I don't know, I can't even pinpoint the exact day it happened. I just started getting in my car and all of a sudden turn around really quick to get my seatbelt or something. And it was just moving. I'm like, that's not good. So they replaced that under warranty too. So I've had a few things here and there, and a couple of them were dealer induced, to include an axle nut that they really shredded my bolt with. So I had a new axle, I had the new battery terminal. So I've had a slew of issues, and going back to this injector thing, who knows? I'm not pointing blame at necessarily yet at it coming from factory with a faulty batch of injectors, because who knows, maybe the amount of contact that negative terminal lead on the battery post was getting wasn't enough and it somehow shorted out something in the system. Maybe the ECU's acting funky because of it too. I don't know, but either way, it's not good. So 2024 was not really a good year for me in the car as far as, you know, maintenance and Toyota things, but we're hopefully going to get a resolution here soon. And I'll post about it when I do. Hopefully you guys are having a great start to your New Year's at least. I'm over here with a Corolla SE, and it's not a bad car. I might actually make a daily video for it, you know, like just see how it drives. Until then, leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and ring the bell so you guys be notified of more content like this coming here soon, including the fast tracks for the SCCA. I do have that one coming up later this month when the next one posts. Be sure to leave your comments down below. Let me know if you guys have run into any of these startup issues, injector things, whatever else. And as always, be sure to check out my Instagram if you want to just reach out to me with any issues you guys have with the GR or anything in particular. And till next time, guys, keep going fast.